So what does a warm filter look like? I mean, it's probably looks warm, but I mean, like, apparently I've got the photo, got the camera. Well, there it is. It's warm. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, you can switch back and forth. Okay. I was wondering whether or not it actually lets me take another photo or not. They talked about infinite photos of the same thing a second ago, but for a second there it seemed like maybe I can't place, take a new one until I place the old one. Ugh, I got like burpy.
This camera physics thing that Mirren has proposed is going to make me nauseous. Gravity exists for a reason.
Oops. There we go. Now it's that entire building, but upside down. Oh. Okay. Well, it's gonna be a bit of a deal breaker. There we go. I want to align thing with thing, but our character refuses to crouch or lean in any real way that would be helpful for that. He did not. Oops, okay. It's actual cruelty to hit me with a ringing phone from all the way over there.
Hey, another voicemail. It's getting harder and harder to reach you. I hope you're doing well. I've been doing my best to track your movements. It's been difficult, though. Possibly some sort of error on my part. I'm going to reach out again soon. Try to answer next time, if you can. Despite this mess, I know you'll be fine.
Okay, what? Is it an actual time limit for like not answering in time? Damn. Now that we've come this far, I can't help but think about how we got here. When we first started building this place, I wasn't sure what to make of Aaron. A painter? On a project of this magnitude and importance? I'll admit it, I had serious doubts about what he could offer. Fast forward through all our work, and it's impossible to imagine where we would be without him. I'm meeting him soon to put our heads together on a new build. After a long day spent drawing up blueprints based on his designs, I'd like to review the goals I wrote on a project on set. Doing so makes me feel accomplished every time. Funny how the guy I doubted the most turned out to be the one I work with the best. Okay, well, we don't need this to be here. I can go ahead and untake that photo until I have more context with which to care about it. Interesting that she's stuck leaving voicemails to me. Like, she's literally in the same room. I could hear. You'd think I could hear her through the walls. I thought that was the premise. So this just is. I guess we'll just take a picture of this, yeah. Oops. I keep trying to press R to rotate, because R is frequently the rotate button in other games. I think the real level is just this. Just walking over here. Huh. I guess we're still getting used to having a camera, right?
I've been waiting for you.
Why weren't you just in another level, I wonder? Yeah, those do look like conchas. It's like, I think you're exciting and fun, and all that is actually happening is I pet them sometimes.
I went ahead to search for the machine you're looking for. Most elusive indeed. Was that
Dustin, no bully. You can also pet Dustin. Oh, I can pick up Dustin. Oh no, I'm in trouble for slicing a Dustin. Oh, there's a piece of him missing. I'm sorry, Dustin, I didn't mean to. I'm just trying to multiply the Dustins. Oh, they're down there now. Oh no. Now they're too high. This is hard. Being able to put them at the right height is so picky. Because the game doesn't match textures. There you go. Now there's 4 Dustins on the same floor. Wow, he's really stuck. I didn't even do that. They did that to himself. I think Dustin might not be very good at being a Roomba. I'm sorry to say. So we have a game-wide cap on 5 photos.
Poor Dustin, doomed to bang into walls for all eternity. I can't help but laugh. Hours of entertainment packed into one lime green robot. Right. This is a reminder to patch a step climbing algorithm into his code. After I get other work done.
Right, because he's not real. What is my function? To pass the butter. Oh my god. At first I'm like, step climbing algorithm. He can't climb steps no matter what you program him to do. He's a Roomba. He doesn't got any mechanical parts for that. But of course he's not real. So you can program him to do anything. Because his entire physical being is mutable. This is frequently turning into just like find the teleporter, photograph it, put it somewhere else that you can reach. The end.
Hang on. Did you nick my biscuit?
Me? Steal your biscuit? What sort of accusation is that?
You did, didn't you? I can always ask Kate, you know.
Oh, right. So what if I did? It was just sitting there going uneaten.
It's not as if it could have gone cold.
Oh, well, if you're gonna kick up a fuss, Kate, can you please run shortbread.exe for our esteemed colleague here?
Biscuit thief.
This place is so comically high-end and fancy and pretty, and they have plastic chairs. They have plastic lawn chairs. What a choice. What is this gonna be like?
Leon was always fond of games.
Ooh. If I said it correctly, it'll be like kind of shaped. Yeah. Kind of shaped like an actual environment. Albeit too small. Is that a mahjong tile? So I don't think this is something I can reasonably interact with. But I do make a lot of video game noises on it. I wonder if the idea is that you can make it bigger by taking certain types of photos with it? Where's my goal? Oh, hello. Easy. What am I supposed to do with the game photo? Oh, well, I solved it. They're almost confusingly easy a lot of the time, the actual levels. And then I do the challenges and I'm like, oh my god! And there's like no in between. Well, one challenge was kind of like that. That looks a little Metroid-y. That's definitely Tetris. Oops. Oh, they fall out of the back. So I do it like this. Alarming. Okay, it animates. like it's functional. There's an actual power up in it. Can I use it? Good. Oh. I've got a power up. Well, that makes it easier to get. Huh.
Everything keeps breaking. You think in a simulation everything will find a way to maintain itself, but no. It's fine. Keeps me busy. Some peace and quiet.
Oh, these are Tetrises that are made of 3. Wait, why didn't mine fall out? Go. The fact that I have a jump power up now. Granted, doing a Tetris doesn't normally accomplish much of anything. It just eliminates the row. And then if you're playing versus mode, if you eliminate multiple rows, then I think that many rows minus 1 gets sent to your opponent's board. But only when you get multiple. I actually don't remember if a Tetris is 1 row or multiple rows. Is this level built around the jump power up? Maybe. Certainly didn't hurt. Oh, the board's freaking out because it was cut in half. I was trying to figure out what was reacting.
Did you know that scientists have to spend years developing a method before they're often allowed to share their work?
That's frequently the idea, yeah, the scientific method. You propose a hypothesis, you test it repeatedly and thoroughly, and you gotta do a very good job and be very thorough and document it all correctly and have a proper method because someone is going to probably check your work at some point. At least if there's any level of scrutiny and notoriety to your findings. And if they can't replicate your findings, then you might be in trouble.
Simulation. What you can achieve in a year's time can be merely a blink here. Though, that does make perfection tempting. Leon was often wary of that.
Did you just action movie me? There's a lot of action movies where people will say a few lines of exposition in a conversation, and then they'll seamlessly transition to them saying other lines of dialogue that seem to follow directly after what they just said, like as if it's all one continuous conversation. But they'll suddenly be like in a way later location, like they've traveled a lot between those two lines. Like they'll suddenly go from the ground floor to the roof of a building or something, and you'll be like, wait. They sound like they're talking continuously, but the jump cut does basically imply that they've sat there in dead silence for the rest of the walk, then continued their hurried conversation the moment they arrived here. But in this case, Kate said a few lines, and then instead of continuing the conversation, he waited for me to come all the way up here, and then just continued unbroken. I'm just being goofy. Congrats on your 20 quid win. Don't get used to it. Y'all still have money in the future? Oh no. That's terrible news. Oh, yay. Bonus ball. What? I'm out of camera film. Ooh. Is there continuity to my camera film, or is it just that I only get to have one on this level. It must be that. I don't think they would do it any other way. I do need to leave this through this gate. So maybe I just do like that. Stop right there and shout your guess. What are we guessing? All I know is the 20 quid win. I'm not sure what that note means. Completed my fastest build yet. The code? Beautiful. A teleporter needs to be upright. You need to put your feet on the feet pad. Come see me when you finish your calculations.
I'm working in Aliwang's workspace today.
These
I've
are
excelled myself to the opposite end to keep the bickering to a minimum. It's quiet here, but a little sparse. I like his other builds more. Get back to work.
Fine, I won't bother you anymore. Verbally, at least.
Oh, I thought those were wallets. Particularly that recurring image right there looks like the Guitar Hero Van Halen album, which I don't know if that was actually related to Van Halen imagery specifically. It's just red with some stripes on it in different directions. Never really knew much about that. Never. That's actually maybe the only. I think that might be the only Guitar Hero ever that I didn't buy or rent or play. For a while there, I was 100%ing all of them. I was going to try a more complicated solution, but I guess I already have the camera, so I can just solve it now. Goodbye. Goodbye, cartoon balloons. It bumped his head. I definitely was thinking about, like, how do I solve this with the one photo budget? I was wondering if I need to, like, learn where the teleporter was, then photograph it through walls, then project it somewhere that lets me escape the prison directly into it. No photos allowed.
Leung was always against the camera. He often complained that it got in the way of his work. I was always confused by that. Araya used to tell me that breaking things was a part of learning.
The Mahjong tiles are the collectibles? I tried to pick up the one that was inside of the video game and it wouldn't let me have it. Miriam's extra piping for the 7th trial. The 7th trial. There we go. This will bridge the gap just nicely. 2 TVs, 1 original, 1 clone. Which TV is the real TV? Ooh.
Alright, fine. You're winning me over.
I told you it would spark ingenuity. Clearly, I have a knack for knowing the unknowable.
Yeah, mate. You're bloody brilliant. Won a medal.
Ah, no thanks. Just hearing you say that is enough of a reward for me. Wait, actually, I do need your help with something. Let me show you.
You're being cagey. Lead the way, Professor.
We all know you're the real one. Because they have a fake TV and a real TV. Oh no, it says we all know you're the real one on the fake one too. The only me is me. Are you sure the only you is you? That was 12, that's 12 years old. Holy shit. I can hear you whining from all the way over here. I mean, we got it. That's all there was to it. Do I photograph these? That's interesting. You can maybe photograph the cable and join 2 broken pieces of cable. Are they going to do that kind of trick at some point?
This one is quite complicated.
So I currently have one photo. The teleporter tied to a pad that requires 2 batteries. Who's chirping at me? Also, were these designed to be puzzles in universe? It seems like they were, right?
Harai wants to meet for, and I quote, a friendly game of mahjong. I told her I'd meet alone, as long as she bought food. Pretending everything's fine and dandy always works better with food.
Pretending everything's fine and dandy always works better with food. Do we want those? I wonder. It seems like I need to photograph everything in one shot. Well, no, because I can move this one. I don't know. Are we sure this one's complicated? Seems a little uncomplicated. Yeah, that wasn't complicated at all. You tricked me. You made me worry about it, and actually it was really straightforward. Somewhere there must be a mahjong table that's filling up. But not very much, because I haven't been finding the tiles. Although I found one and it wouldn't let me pick it up. Must have been something specific about its like scale or something, I don't know. I don't know the rules here. Bow, meow, meow, meow. Goodbye, cups. Guess that was my entire goal. Just to sort of double check that the cups have physics. Okay. I'll go around behind here. What would you call a melon that commits a crime? A water felon. That's stupid. Oops. Doesn't that work? Let's look around a little bit for like a collectible or lore.
They were all so creative.
This design ensures circuits can't be reconfigured using the camera. The camera is anti these things. That seems to just work, yeah. I don't see anything else around. I guess I can just walk over here.
Brilliant.
Was it? All I did was rotate it again, in a way similar to what I was doing before. Because basically the idea was that I wouldn't be able to flip the... I was worried, because I had to test it to figure out if it was going to work or not. Because I can't reach the lever when it's on a weird surface like that, away from the platform. But apparently I can just flip the lever in advance. Which nullifies the entire problem. Preemptively. That one's also functioning, yeah. Any lore before I leave?
No wonder Harai was angry. Miran's onto something. I know it. But she's not the greatest person when dealing with others. Where's the cat? Maybe the two of them could bond over a cat pet session or something.
I have heard petting me is quite soothing. Feel free to do it anytime.
Where are you? Hope the camera doesn't break it. Lever system works well. Why do you even need a lever system? Just let the devices work at all times. Then you're like, oh, here we go. Oh, speed run, speed run, speed run.
It went through! Hey there! Okay, so, looking into this setup, there's clearly something wrong with the system. The deeper you go, the more the data are corrupt due to lack of upkeep. Meaning you might have to find your own exit if that's the case. I think our goals stay the same. Find the specs for the weather disruptor, get out, save the climate. All that good stuff. I'll reach out again when I can. Hope you're messing with reality in some cool ways.
Corrupted data? Yes, I have noticed over time that in the later sections of the simulation, the degradation has gotten progressively worse. But isn't that true for all things that once lived? Despite that, it's still wondrous. I hope you'll feel that way too.
Is it like the far lands in the Minid craft? They just show up everywhere. Okay, so this time I cannot fit all of it in frame at once. I think. But I think that's unforgivable. Potentially. Does not have a ceiling. See, I think I do in fact need to fit it all in frame at once because they specifically said I can't fix it any other way. There we go. So I have to be able to pull the lever, which means it has to all be in frame at once. They specifically said that I can't join multiple cables together. I think that's why the cable's so coiled inside. Even if I did perfectly align the tube, which is virtually impossible given all the movement we have, there's no grid. But even if I managed to make the tube look like it's aligned, the wire probably still wouldn't connect. It'd be very difficult to pull off. Okay, so this time the incentive is to photograph the system from all the way up top or all the way below. Ah! And I only have one shot. Unless there's more somewhere. Definitely wondering if it's possible to climb up. Because if I could climb up, then I could just take a photo of it from above. Ooh, that wouldn't work. It'd maybe work. I have to flip it over. Taking a photo from down there makes the most sense because then I can. Because then I can just project it downward and then jump down towards it. Oh, a photo. Right, there's photos that I don't have to make myself. Check Harama's numbers. Growth anomaly? I think this will be pretty easy, actually. Good. Meant to check this platform for any surprises. There's one.
This doesn't look good. I won't jump to any conclusions until I take a close look at Harai's data, but I just don't know. At any rate, there's no use in making anyone else panic. Got to keep my cool.
I wonder if that's tied to the data corruption? Which our cat doesn't seem to fully know about, but I think that maybe they knew about, and that might have been why they fled. The port needs to be powered. Oh no, my photo slightly doesn't include one corner of the power. Waka waka. Does it really still not include the power? What? Oh, I broke it. There we go. Yeah, when I projected the first thing, it cut a hole in the wire. It wasn't about how I framed the photos.
That you've been enjoying your explorations thus far.
I hope you've been enjoying the game so far. You're past the 2-hour mark, therefore can no longer get a Steam refund. This is where the 7-tile hand goes, if I can figure them out. We'll have to see.
There's many memories stored here, many impossible things. It acts as a record of sorts, much like a photo, trapped in a moment. I'm glad there's someone new to experience it.
It's a very nifty little system. It's an enjoyable system to play around with and experience. It is not especially challenging so far, except for me getting really just not thinking of the solution for one level. Hiraya's perfected biochar. What to do with this? You're a meditation nook? If a meditation you mean build the body of everyone's dreams. Exercise? Hiraya's notes are full of oxygenation level fluctuations and air quality readings and soil formulas. Data I don't have the brain for. Mirren's the one who can make it all come together. Got to get her to stop by again. I'm good at pestering until I've worn her down. It's definitely thrown me how many rooms I've solved in like 1 second. Is modeling miniatures a good use of your time? Fuck you! Whoa. Lore pad. Ta-da!
That was a swift one, wasn't it? Really gets your heart pumping. If you have one, of course.
Simple but elegant. Gets my heart pumping. I mean, I went on a brisk walk. Took like 5 steps. Yeah. This is a 1-photo one. That last level was a 3-photo one. I wonder why it was a 3-photo one. Okay, another countdown one. I wonder what the suggestion of that is. Like, will it include that fact when it generates? It's like, oh, well, that thing currently says it's full of power. That is how it works, yeah. As long as the power thing, the countdown thing is in frame, it'll start there, even though it doesn't have the rest of its circuit connected.
Is there any reason you're so reluctant to have good designs?
Whoa,
What?
sarcastic much? I enjoy good designs.
Efficiency over beauty, huh?
There is beauty in efficiency. You just have to understand it.
Ah, yeah. What a lovely way to phrase that. Very wise, Zilong.
There's beauty and efficiency. So when they say good designs, they didn't mean things that are effective. They actually meant things that aren't ugly. And then they had to make the argument that things that work very well are themselves beautiful, or can be.
accursed creature. It, makes me want to chase it a bit.
You used to have a cat freak out moment about this guy? Dustin, but blueprint mode? I thought you already knew about Dustin. We had a whole scene earlier. Why do you look like that? Wait, why do you look like that? You each have a different shaped platform for some reason? Why? Weird. Okay, so the issue here... No, I do have 2 photos. I thought it wasn't letting me go back. Well, that's not going to be super helpful, is it? So you look at the orientation of the Dustins. That hints at which way each one's going to be facing. Oh wait, can the Dustins just... The Dustin appears to not be heavy enough. If only I could photograph myself standing on it. Well, anyway, I probably want to place this in orientation. Where I can escape away. Past the foot direction. If I can photograph it. Yep. There is a whole upper floor to this place.
Private spots are the best way to recharge. Find a nice long nap often does the trick.
A nice long nap. You have naps? Oops. Oh, it undid my photo. Whoops. Here we go, second floor. Oh, hey, it's that. The video game is back. Okay, I'm way smaller this time. There's a mahjong tile. Was the other one just a fake one? This one even came with extra photos. In this case, I guess the struggle is that it's at an angle where it's very hard to access. Oh. Behind the waterfall, there's a cat. There's a behind the waterfall secret. Can't see shit. Burp. Look, I just need a small step. Let me in. Not actually sure if I'll be able to escape either way. Oh, blocks aren't real. Or trees aren't real. That was startling. This is getting pretty weird now. Well, having 2 more photos kind of breaks the whole thing. Wait, I have to press the button. This was my plan. There we go. Yeah, I didn't need the bonus things. Oh, achievement for beating it with only a fraction of a second to spare. Look at me go. Special Jiaotu and Jiutu and Liu Yishang's collection of copies inside. Stack last. They gave me 2 extra photos, but I actually was able to solve it without them. I thought my plan would work.
Let's be thinking out loud here, archiving my thoughts. Time is finite. We mess with all the time in our workspaces. Thing is, we can't fool ourselves much longer. The time that runs out, we won't get back.
The time that runs out, we won't get back. not ideal. If I want to do something like that, I need to move a lot faster. But despite having so many stackable objects in this level, I think they won't let me move any of them. Oh. Right, I don't need the... I gotta remember that I don't need the button. Oops. I don't need the button, I just need the timer to be in frame.
Your speed is impressive.
It's not very tough, yeah. Until I really get myself into a brain trap. That is Stonehenge. What the fuck?
This is so fascinating. I've always wondered about your world outside. I must know, does it still look like this?
Nope, the world... This is a real photo, I assume, in the context of the setting. But no, the outside world is fucked up now. It turned red. The funny thing is, I did just reference Stonehenge in my playthrough. There we go. Of Ghost Town. I'm a little surprised it's coming to have it come up immediately afterwards like this. Anyway.
I've been thinking about what I'd overheard.
Well, you can think about that next episode, because I have EP bitch disease. Oh, he's gone. Well. This must be what Inspector Gordon? What was his name? Whatever. I just got Batmaned. That's what he means. Supposed to always feel like I'm stuck. Oh, okay. I got Batmaned. It's really rude, honestly.